All right, y'all. 135 on the bar. All right, so I'm switching things up. I changed my shoes. I was using these flat shoes, wrestling shoes, but I want something that's a little more elevated. Even though these are a little too cushiony, they're not really cushiony, but I did find other problems with these shoes as I was using them. These are old shoes. Both of my shoes are old, my gym shoes. I need some new ones. But I just wanted to switch things up so I can have a little more elevation on my squat. Just filling it out and wondering what shoes, just to see what shoes I'm gonna get next. All right, and of course I'm gonna still get wrestling shoes for deadlifts and things like that. But I'm also thinking about getting something better for more suited for the squat because the squat is my weakest lift. But I do not do half squats like that. I go all the way down. Um, so at the end of the day, if somebody's lifting 100 pounds and they go all the way down, I respect it way more than if they're doing 3, 4, 500 pounds and they only do a half squat. So I put 185 pounds on the bar, put 50 more pounds on each side. The bar is 45 pounds, or 45 on each side. You know, you count each side for those who are beginners. All right, so we got, don't, if it don't apply, let it fly. I have to talk. I have to say these things because a lot of people just started New Year's. All right, you count the bar and you count each side. You add it up. All right, it's simple to the people that's been lifting, but right now I'm kind of feeling it out and seeing how these shoes feel. They feel good, but the cushiony, and also I found another, and I'm gonna show you when I tell you. All right, so I put 225 on the bar. Right, this right here. Anything more, people start talking to you. It's not much. It's not heavy, but I'm just feeling. So I'm feeling like these shoes ain't gripping. I'm thinking something that's wet under my feet. So I'm wiping it off. You don't want to slip, especially if you got weight on the bar. But this is where I found out what was wrong with these shoes, all right? And I kind of knew, but I didn't think it was going to be an issue, but it was. So 225, this is very lightweight for me. Not very, 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 very lightweight. But like I say, I'm dieting. Well, I just got done dieting. I'm 165 pounds, and my calories are still low. So, but I only did one rep. Why? Let me walk backwards real quick and show y'all my feet at the camera. I think this is what I did. Look, I was looking at my feet, but then I was like, man, this is crazy. So I walked backwards, and I tried to show the camera. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but there's no grip at all on these shoes. I knew that, but I didn't think it was going to be much of an issue. These are cheap shoes from Academy. They're cheapest shoes, and so I kicked them off. And I put my other shoes on. So my socks are kind of dirty. I've been walking barefoot. And not just in the gym, but just still. And they're mismatched. These are K-Swiss right here. Let me show y'all real quick. K-Swiss and Dickies on. Yeah, it's all good. All good in the hood. I'll show y'all whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Nikes on. These also don't got grip. And they got a hole in the toe. Because I've been doing things besides. These are supposed to be just my lifting shoes. But I've been walking in these shoes. Walking around the zoo. Playing basketball in them and everything. You know, my basketball videos, if you type in basketball cardio, I use basketball for cardio, right? So I teach people how to, you know, my cardio videos. If y'all just watching my lifting videos, you have to watch my cardio videos. So I'm going to go ahead and change it to these shoes right here. But yeah, I need to start getting different shoes for different things, you know what I'm saying? I need some basketball shoes because my son just started basketball, so his first game is going to be tonight after school. Well, way after school, but still, like, he got to get his jersey and all that on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shoot, he gonna do his thing. Shoot, I'm trying to get him to be like a little LeBron James or something. Shoot, he got game. No, that wasn't LeBron, but still, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do that, but not all, without the negative parts. You know what I'm saying? Well, what Denzel was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Well, but yeah, look at these. They ball like some tires. All right. So I'm gonna do the same weight. I'm kind of shooken up. When you get shooken up, it's hard to really lift. So I'm trying to like walk with some power and just not really but like, you know what I'm saying. Still like, and I'm not really going as heavy as I possibly can go. I'm just going for the feel because I'm really filling out these shoes, right? So yeah, 225 felt a lot harder than it should have. But I'm doing singles, so I did 225, then I bumped up to 275, right? So 275, and I put my belt on for this. When I was doing my squat every day, for those who don't know, for those who already know, my squat is my weakest out of my bench, squat, and deadlift. I could probably deadlift twice as much as I could squat. And sometimes my bench is heavier than my squat, which is crazy, right? But when I squat more often, when I was doing my squat every day, I did work up to like 340. It wasn't gonna happen today, so I put that down. 275 was a lot harder than it should have been, so I thought for a second, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead. I was mad, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, throw my belt down. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these gloves off. And throw this other one off. You know what I'm saying? It flew way over there. I couldn't find it either because I wasn't looking at it when it flew over there. When I cut the camera off, so I grabbed another bar and I put it on the floor. And those who can guess, you already know what I'm about to do. But I'm gonna let y'all see. So I loaded a plate, 45-pound plate on that side, and I'm about to put a 45-pound plate on this side. And this is 135 pounds, and it's a warm-up. You know, even though I'm warmed up on the squat, anytime I change exercises, I'm going to warm up again, all right? And it might not always be the same warm-up. If I'm really warmed up already, I'm just warming up to the movement, all right? So 135 pounds, and I shouldn't be deadlifting right now because I deadlifted. This is my third day in a row deadlifting. Crazy, right? Yesterday I deadlifted and benched. Today I'm squatting and deadlifting. Wasn't planning on deadlifting, but I knew I wasn't going to squat anymore. And I did want to get some heavy weight in my hand. My goal was at least to get 315 on the squat. But, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to take these some of this weight off of the squat and put on this deadlift. So I got a 45 pound on each side. So each time that I put another 45 pounds on there, is another 90 pounds. You got to add it up, right? 45, that's 90, right? A lot of times when you be in a gym and there be people in the gym, and this is food for thought, people that watch me know exactly what I'm going to say, and it sounds like a broken record, but it ain't said enough because people still do it, all right? You just seen somebody put 90 more pounds on the bar, even though there's lightweight to me and it's a warm-up. Let them focus on their lift, all right? I'm going to focus on my lift during my warm-up, during my all the way up to my top set. You know what I'm saying? Every time I put more weight on there, I have to focus even more. That's easy, right? So I'm doing singles because I'm not really repping out. This ain't really a deadlift workout. I'm just relieving some stress. Back right there, I was saying I wouldn't talk to the people on the left of me or the right of me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these other 45s on there and get that other bar butt naked. But what I'm saying is, like, yo, New Year's resolutioners, man. And I tell people all the time, man, no disrespect. Don't take offense when I say this. Nobody made you wait, all right? I've been telling people for years. Type in, don't wait for New Year's. Don't wait until New Year's. Without even typing in my channel name, Rapid Time Fitness, right? Without even typing that in. Just type in, don't wait until New Year's. Watch how many Rapid Time Fitness videos pop up. Because I've been literally begging people, man. And then they come in there and act like you owe them something. Dog, it ain't my fault. It ain't nobody's fault, man. Nobody owes you an ounce of their time. I don't owe you 2 vowels, bro. No. Yes, if I stop and talk to you, that'd be nice to you. But at the same time, that's taken away from what I'm trying to do. So I got 405 pounds right here. Bam. Like butter, baby. You know what I'm saying? Then I put a 55 on there. 455. Yesterday I did 455. And it was a struggle. Today I did it. It was easy. The other day I did 500. And it's like, I didn't do nothing more than 500. So I'm cool with deadlifting right now because I'm not really pushing it, all right? I just want to release some stress. So I'm using no gloves, no chalk, no belt, no straps, no nothing. If I was to use any of those things, it'll make it 100 times easier. But I like to make it hard on myself, especially on my best lift, all right? So I want to get to 600 on deadlift, so I was going to do another 45 plate, but I was like, nah. That would have took more effort than I wanted to do. I could have easily done it, but yesterday I actually failed at it. I bailed at it. I didn't fail at it, but it didn't feel right, so I was like, nah, I'm good. But right now I'm like, man,